It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New York. It's the Jaguars and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. The stadium is packed. Standing room only a chance for their hometown team to get to the Super Bowl. Great to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and so the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Jaguars have it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll send a tight end in motion. It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Down the field, he's got Corley. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give. Here's Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. A big play for the Jets. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On the give, it's Hall. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has...
The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing now from the gun. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter. Handoff. Here comes Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, that's Corley. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Wow! A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now faking the give. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jets.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Next to the right side, he's got Corley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run. This is Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A throw left side taken in by Corley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. He's to the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he will dive into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Up the middle they go. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Second down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. And cue the celebrations. They are on their way to the Super Bowl. So this one in the win column for the Jets. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC.